Alright guys, Jack Nutritionist is back, and in today's video I'm starting a new series, and it's going to be looking at all the different fast food chains. Well, not every single one, but the most popular ones we've got in the UK. So that's going to be things such as Nandos and KFC, for example, McDonald's and stuff like that. Just to give you guys a bit of consumer advice, because you'd be surprised with the amount of things you'd find these days. So let's start with Nandos and KFC. Which one is the healthiest? So we're going to go head to head with these two and find out which one is the healthiest and which one you should have more occasionally than anything else. So let's get into it then. Okay guys, so you can either go for a cheeky Nandos or you can go for some finger-licking good KFC. Now, the two of them are quite big heavyweights these days. They've got the nice fancy adverts, like KFC for example. They've got this, well, it's an old advert, this one. But you've got to admire Colonel Sanders on it. Okay, so this advert right now is, how it all started with KFC. And now we've got Nandos in here. This is the most recent one I could find, and it's from Australia. But they've always been, sort of a little bit cheeky and a little bit sort of flirtatious in terms of how they brand their advertising Nandos. And as you can probably tell by this, they're full of innuendos, because it gets people thinking, and it gets people thinking, this is quite quirky. And it's obviously working for them. However, you either go for fast food that's packed, within seconds, within minutes, and that's it, you're eating it, and then you can just dispose of the rubbish. You can eat it in the car, because obviously they've got a drive-through KFC, or you've got Nandos, which it's the restaurant experience. So which one of the two becomes the healthiest option for you, the consumer or the customer? So putting these two together, one thing I want to look at today is wraps. Now a lot of people go for the wraps because sometimes they tend to be the cheaper option. So here is Exhibit A, which is KFC, and this is the loaded twister wrap, and here is Nandos. So that's obviously I think it's the butterfly chicken wrap. I'm not 100% sure, I haven't been to Nandos for a while. So these two here, which one do you think is the healthiest? Let's get into this.
We hear popcorn, chicken, fries, Pepsi, and a handsome collector's cup. If I ever see that buffoon's face again, I'll...
Get your free Simpsons cup with the purchase of a KFC popcorn combo.
Yeah, that's a nice little thing to look into. Even the Simpsons have helped to sell KFC. So is big branding a good selling point in terms of nutrition? Or is it just pushing out different products just because they know that people are kids, and kids at heart will buy their products? Or do we go for the more sassy and restaurant-like experience? That, yeah, fair enough. It's a money sort of experience. You pay a bit extra and you should get a lot more for your money type of thing. However, let's look at this how it should be. Okay, so comparing like-for-like meals from Nandos and KFC respectively. There was a big report done very recently. I think it was as recent as 2005. 2005, that's not recent. 2015/2016. So yeah, I know we're in 2017. This is the most recent update that's been made available. So they found they did a lot of tests on things like the loaded twister wrap and the butterfly chicken. I think it's the butterfly chicken. But anyway. So these two were, tested in the lab, testing everything from sugar levels to calories, you name it, they tested it. And what they came up with is, surprisingly, that KFC toasted twister wrap had 100 less calories than the Nandos chicken wrap. So yeah, and not only that, the Nandos chicken wrap had 3 times the amount of sugar in than the KFC wrap. So yeah, is it really worth going to get a wrap from there? I mean, you must be shelling out quite a bit of money for one of those, you know, for one of those wraps. I know it's about £5 or £6 for one of them. Is it really worth it? Whereas the Twister wrap's probably about £2-3. You know, I'm not quite sure how much it is in dollars, and plus it would be different in the US compared to, say, Canada as well. So in terms of prices, actually Nandos is a lot more expensive than KFC. So you've got to weigh them options up as well. Then you've got to weigh up the fact that obviously restaurant experience for sort of, the job restaurants, don't get me wrong, but this is solely a restaurant experience. You know, they've got music on inside, but they make the experience sound and feel very restaurant-y vibe, and a very nice and chilled environment with an open sort of area as well where you can see them make the food. So moving on, you can also get chips with that as well. And guilty as charged. We all want to get some fries with that, let's be honest. So the delicious fries contain about 46 calories. I think it's 346 calories per portion. That you wish you'd never had, because, like, you know, it's adding more calories onto it in terms of if you're getting that extra 100 calories. You know, so it can be a little bit dodgy in terms of Nando's doing that. However, KFC contain just 310 calories per portion of fries. So the Nando's fries are 349 calories per portion, whereas the what they call KFC fries, you know, them skinny fries now, they used to be chunky. They're only 310 calories. So you're getting more calories at Nando's, which is alarming because that's supposed to be more nutritious. You know, that's what people think, it's more nutritious. But you've got to look at it that way. So yeah, that's one big factor about it. Not only that, there are more instances of this, and you can find them online, or you can find them, you know, for yourself. If you look at the if you look on the website, and you can find out the nutritional values of the foods there. So in terms of whether, you know, you go for a romantic date at KFC in the car, or you go to Nando's and you get that very nice chilled sort of classy vibe, you know, and you also get a napkin that says all sorts of you know, sort of good things, a bit like, ooh, lick your lips type of thing like that. Yeah, so nice innuendos as well, so you can take the napkins home if you haven't used them. But I think it's got to go to KFC being healthier than Nando's. Now, a lot of it does depend on what you buy and what you get, but for this instance alone, if you're going to buy a wrap, make sure it's from KFC and not Nando's. If you're looking to skimp out on a few extra calories, or you're looking to skimp out on, you know, salt and sugar. So that's pretty much it. I've also got a video to back this up.
The popular KFC toasted twister wrap contains 480 calories, while the larger Nando's grilled chicken wrap has 590.
So that is the video, and yeah, like what I said before, that's basically backs it up. So it does come down to whether you want the restaurant experience or whether you really want on the go, quick as you like. Because you got to remember, it's cheaper than KFC, it's cheaper, it's faster, and it's also slightly healthier for you in the long way. I say in the long run, it is slightly healthier for you if you decide to do it. However, depending on what your goals are, depending on what you already had, and depending on the type of person you are, can depend on whether these two, which is Nando's and KFC, is the right one for you. Now, if you are trying to cut your sugar down, and you are trying to cut down the calories, but you also aren't 1000% fussed on sugar and salt, you know, you've got a good salt intake, KFC is a better choice for you. Simply because, you know, if you've got something like, I don't know, say diabetes for example, you're going to want less sugar. Am I right? You're going to want less sugar. But if you've got a bad heart, you don't want too much salt. So you can be swayed between the two. However, if you don't have a big budget, then KFC is the one for you. But if you've just been paid, or you fancy a nice treat, or you take the girl out for the first time, cheeky Nandos. Because at the end of the day, the slogan does speak for itself, because it is a cheeky Nandos. But if you want to bulk up, you want to, I don't know, maybe you want a little bit extra sugar in your diet because it's low, and maybe you just need a little bit extra salt in your diet, and you, like say, you need extra calories because you want to bulk up, go for it, mate. Pay a little bit extra and go for it and get the restaurant experience. But again, it does depend on what food you get. That's just one example of different types of different things that different menus compared. But that's something to think about. Obviously you can use the traffic light system, which is basically red, amber and green, telling you, obviously red being the worst, yellow, amber being sort of moderate, and green being really good for you and something you can have every day. You'll find that on something like a packet of Walker's crisps, anything, you'll see it with nutritional info. And again, you can go on the website and you can check all this out. So you can go on to Nando's website, which would be it would be up here, because Nando's is this side, or you can go to the KFC side and have a look for yourself. Even print it out if you are really unsure, and speak for yourself. Whatever your needs are as an individual, that's two good arguments to go for either one. Because you can't just say, oh, well, because it's got more calories in that stuff. Because what if you want more calories in your diet? What if, say, you want to bulk up? You're going to want to go for that. But if you want to cut down on the calories, cut down on the sugar, KFC could be a good bet for you. But remember to always check the labels, check the ingredients, and check the nutritional info as well. So go on the website beforehand, read what it says about it, and make your own decision. But if you're really not fussed and you just want to watch the video just for reference, or just because you are sick of watching cat videos, then I believe my job is probably done then. So yeah, it's going to be a series that's going to have a few different videos in, and who knows what's going to be next week. It could be McDonald's versus Burger King. Yeah, next week is going to be McDonald's versus Burger King. Which one is the healthiest, and which one is the most effective for you to go for? That's coming up next week. So until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.